Hello and welcome to this Employability Skills Programme session on creating a stakeholder persona. I'm Nick Fannin from Bright Red Triangle, which is the enterprise hub at Edinburgh Napier University. We've already looked at stakeholder mapping and you're starting to figure out who your key stakeholders are and how you might engage with them. We've also talked about the importance of developing empathy for your stakeholders, which helps you to understand how they are impacted by the challenge that you've been set. One of the tools you can use to gain insight is creating stakeholder personas. These are descriptions of fictional but typical characters from your stakeholder groups. Creating personas from your research will help condense your findings and allow you to better articulate who your stakeholders are and what they really need. This exercise is a little bit like the personal avatar exercise that you did in week 1, when we asked you to use a template to create a description of your own character and personality that you could use to communicate with other people. This time we want you to create a description of a fictional but realistic character from your stakeholder group, and we have again created a template for you to use. You will find this template in your Moodle resources. Essentially, a persona profile allows you to define the characteristics of each stakeholder type. This means, of course, that you can build personas for more than one stakeholder, and it is useful that you do so. You want to start by bringing together all the information and insights that you and your team have collected. Next, try to divide it all up into groups which share commonalities. Try to condense your findings into aggregate profiles. Bring together different characters with similar characteristics and create one overall persona. You can do this multiple times for different character groups. It's useful to give the persona a realistic name that you can then talk about within your team. Think about what makes each persona different from the others. Try and capture what the persona would say, perhaps in one sentence. Think about who they are, their age, location, their job titles, what kind of person they are. Think about their goals, what motivates their behaviour, and what are their real needs. Also think about their attitudes. What's their point of view? How do they see the world? And how would they describe your challenge? It's important also to consider behaviours. What does he or she do? Try and tell rich stories about how they might deal with challenges on a daily basis. What works for them and what do they find frustrating? One of the elements of this exercise is that we want you to tell the story of a day in the life of your stakeholder persona. Finally, remember to keep your personas close by throughout this project. You can use them to jumpstart conversations and when you're using other tools within the ESP toolkit. So good luck with this exercise and thank you.